welcome back to IP Farms. Well, it's another day here, a little overcast, but I can't complain. The sun's not blaring down. Not supposed to get any rain though. Hesitate a little bit on making this video. It's not what you would consider all-out farming, but I've learned a lot myself over the last couple days. Hopefully the information I have is correct. I'm going to throw it out there. If I'm wrong, I'm sure someone will correct me in the comments. But I'm going to put this video out as the collection and debacle over the older Gleaner combine head exchanges, for lack of better words. Boy, what I have learned and what I thought I knew. So definitely stay tuned. We're moving some down the road. Some new stuff has showed up here at the farm, and I'm hoping with my fingers crossed that I've got all this right finally. Well, we're going to start here with my Gleaner A2. I don't know what year model it is. I've been told it's a later model, what, 66, 67. I may be way off on that, but anyway, Gleaner A2. It has the rigid hooks up top on each side, and then the slip ends on the bottom with the spring latches. So I think I'm saying this right. Basically your head would have spring latches to catch these, and then the combine itself has spring latches down there. This does not have the pipe on top with the big hooks like some of the later model stuff. This feeder house is 33 inches wide. It runs a, pretty sure it's 29-inch feeder beater. A K, well, I'll get into that in a minute. 29-inch feeder beater, 33-inch feeder house. Seems to be kind of a breed of its own, if you will, in these older combines. So let me go down here and I'll show you what the gentleman had going on that I got it from. I got filmed that just from my mom. She's probably gonna kill me. A little about 2.5, 3 foot black snake. We're gonna leave him be. Keeps away the bad ones. Well, here's the adapter that came with Glenda and was mounted to the 13-foot grain table that I harvested oats with. Realized real quick I didn't want that 13-foot head. It's too heavy, too awkward. I did not really care for the flexible cutter bar. So anyway, long story short, the adapter plate is off. I'll explain more about that in a minute. This will adapt my A2 feeder house up to the F-size feeder house, and that's what both the grain head and the 3-row 30-inch corn head were. Pretty neat setup, completely factory except for this up here. This was added on because some of the later F's had the hooks, top hooks, instead of the 4 mounting. Some of the older ones, I'll show you back here on the corn head, had the no, I can't show you that because it's gone, but anyway, had the 4 mounting points instead of the hooks on the top, and what I understand that was for older F's. So let's go back here and I'll show you these heads that we have left. So I guess the gist of this video is basically to explain my debacle that I came across with all these Gleaner interchanges, and what I've learned and what I know will work and what won't work. So here is the 2-row 38-inch corn header that I got in the deal with Glenda, and this one actually will mount to my A2 without the adapter plate. I don't think he ever did corn with this one. I don't know that he did corn with the A2 that I have. He had several Gleaners over the years. This head set outside, but it was what I wanted, what my planner is. So I was going to go over it with a fine-tooth comb this year. No problem at all. Well, back to the grain head situation. I do not like that 13-foot head. It's too heavy. I'm not fond of the flexible cutter. So I decided that I was going to use that. That's a 10-foot grain table that came with my other Gleaner, the K, that I used to have. I'll tell you a story on this head here in a minute. Anyway, let's walk around here and look. The K runs yet a different size feeder house. I did not realize that at first. So, turn you around here, explain a couple of things. Well, I'm gonna try to babble a few minutes and catch up to speed on what I'm talking about here with this header debacle. I'm thinking I'm gonna be able to run K stuff and K2 stuff on my A2. I was wrong. 29 to 30 inch on the Ks, 33 on the A2, 37.5, 38 on the F. I think I said that in the beginning of the video. So I got on a forum, asked if anybody had any suggestions or, you know, any help. I thought worst case I could look around for, you know, some smaller F stuff. There's no reason to have a 10-foot head on an F. Thought I might could luck up and find 11 or 12 or something that was lighter than that other one. But the gentleman said that he had an adapter that went the opposite way, went from the A2 width down to the K width. So you want to sell it? He said yes. Local North Carolina, actually down near Oakley's Combine Service. Dylan went over and picked it up today actually, so I am set. So that opens up the realm of possibilities back for K and K2 heads to be mounted on the mine. So back to the grain platform. We're going to rebuild that this winter. I'll tell you a story on it, like I said, in a minute. Going to be perfect for mine. The 3-row 30-inch head I had put online also for sale. Promised it to somebody. Once I realized it wasn't going to fit their K, I had to tell them that, you know, wasn't going to work. So I posted it back up. Gentleman contacted me out of Virginia, super nice guy, you know, asked me a few questions about it, said he had an F. I know the F, I think you got to have certain width wheels or something like that, tires, or you're running over rows with a 3-row because the combine's so wide. Kind of rare, I guess. But anyway, long story short, he wanted to buy it. Asked me if I knew anybody that wanted, you know, be interested in a 2-row 38-inch head for a K. Now we're talking. I said, is it field ready? Pretty much. And he said he had another grain table as well. So we ended up doing some dealings and some trading, and he delivered the stuff. So let me turn you around here and show you those two pieces, tell you the story on the head, and we'll call this one good. Well, you saw the 13-foot grain head leaving on the trailer there, and me loading it. Actually glad to see that gone. That thing was so heavy, it actually tipped the loader up a couple of times. Can't get over how heavy it is. The A2 will handle it fine from what I understand, but for my operation here, it's just not worth it. Like I said, too much aggravation getting in and out of gates, getting in a building with it. I don't have that many acres, guys, so 10 foot will be fine with me. But here is what I've understood to be a later model K2 38-inch 2-row, black stripe, some people say. Excellent shape, guys. I mean, there's no wear on the chains, there's hardly any wear on the auger. The paint's still on the auger, stickers in the corner. This was either restored at some point, then set outside, or it never got used. And I'm going to say that it never got used much. The only two things wrong with it is I think there was some leaves or something that set on the nose at some point, rusted the tip of that cone out. And a little casualty over here I've got to check into, move that metal box for unloaded it. But basically field ready with some maintenance, greasing up, oiling the chains, ready to go. So you see the K mounting surface, if you will. So I'm going to probably use that adapter pipe and mount it on the top of my adapter that I'm going to run now, so I can run this head. Let me take you down and show you the grain head. Well, here's the other parts head that came down with the 2-row 38. A couple new bearings in it here on the side, there. This one does actually have variable speed for the reel. My other head does not, the other 10-foot one. I don't have those capabilities on my combine yet, but I've got an idea, and I think we're gonna get something going on that. It may not happen for next season, but it will next winter if nothing else. Extra parts, like I said, auger. The sickle bar has bolt-on sickles, extra fingers in there. These bat bars here, one of those has been on the other one, you know, extra stars, everything. So I mean, you can't go wrong with extra parts. I figured that out real quick with the baler situation, because something's not going to break until you either got to get a crop in or get it off the ground. So hopefully this will get us by. So let me go around front, sit on the deck for a minute, and tell you about the little story, and we'll call this one good, guys. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this one up. It's getting dark on me quick. Time is changing. I can say without a shadow of doubt that an K gleaner, an A2 gleaner, and an F gleaner all have different width feeder house mounting surfaces. I can't go any further than that, but I do know that definitively with a tape measure. So I have an adapter that goes two ways now, from my A2 up to an F, which is wider, and from my A2 down to a K, which is a little narrower. I really think that that opens up the possibility for me, because I wanted a smaller grain head. 10 foot will be fine for my acreage. Gets me in and out of the gates easy, lets me get in and out of the lean-to here easy. You know, I picked up that nice 2-row 38-inch corn head that really doesn't need anything other than some, you know, preventative maintenance and oiling and greasing. Things are looking good, guys. I mean, I got to do a little bit to Glenda over the winter, and of course the 10-foot grain table needs quite a bit of work, but I'll get it on some kind of frame dolly system, get it pushed in the shop after I get Dad's tractor done, and we'll go over that with a fine-tooth comb, replace what it needs, put the board's new fingers on. I doubt I'll do the variable speed stuff this season or this winter, just because I don't want to get way too involved until see how everything works out. But getting ready to have some tillage videos coming up, and stay tuned for that, because I might have a big surprise in there for you guys. We're gonna try to get some wheat in. Things are still looking good. I've been doing some contemplating, and I might plant a lot more wheat on the ground that I've got worked than what I'd originally planned, and do something different with it come spring. Just have to see how things work out. So really appreciate everything, guys. Sorry about this for babbling so much. I wanted to explain it. It might help somebody out in the future, and kind of give you guys a rundown on where I am messing with this, the pennies on the dollar stuff. But we came out smelling like a rose once again, so somebody was looking after me. If you're interested in any merchandise, I'll put a link in the description. Mad Moose Designs, IP Farms, hat, shirts, and decals. Thank you for all the support. Really appreciate everything, guys. Stay tuned for more, and we'll see what happens over the next couple of days. Thank you.